new floodplain administrator, you may be wondering, what is a floodplain management ordinance? More than 23,000 communities and counties participate in FEMA's National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP. Federal regulations require participating communities to adopt a compliant and enforceable floodplain ordinance. A well-written and enforced ordinance helps build safer and more disaster-resilient communities and opens the door for home and business owners to buy National Flood Insurance Program policies. FEMA's regional office reviews ordinances for accuracy and minimum standards. Your state NFIP coordinator may even have a model ordinance to make drafting and revising your ordinance easier. The state can provide feedback that will help you present your ordinance to your community's governing body. It is important to share and socialize your ordinance with your permitting department staff. Audits often reveal that while building permits are written and approved every day, floodplain permits are easily overlooked and result in expensive remediation of non-compliant and unsafe construction. So talk about flood risk with your permitting officials. They might grow to appreciate the flood maps. Ordinances incorporate special flood hazard areas on the flood maps, so adopting new and revised maps are critical to your success as a floodplain administrator. Whenever flood maps are updated, your ordinance must also be reviewed and updated within 6 months of the map change announcement. Missing this deadline could result in suspension from the NFIP. Floodplain ordinances help ensure that all construction and development is reasonably safe from flooding. While construction is self-evident, development in flood zones also include dredging, filling, grading, paving, and storage of equipment and/or materials. Federal floodplain standards are a baseline, a minimum. Your community can choose to adopt higher standards, which can be extremely beneficial, especially if your community participates in the NFIP community rating system. This voluntary program rewards higher community floodplain management standards with NFIP premium discounts for residents living in identified flood zones. An example of higher ordinance standards that contribute to community safety is freeboard. The minimum federal standard for first floor elevations is at the base flood elevation, BFE. Freeboard is a margin of safety that is measured in feet above the base flood elevation. Generally, the higher the freeboard, the lower the flood risk, and therefore the lower the flood insurance premiums. The International Building Code minimum freeboard is 1 foot. Some communities require an additional foot. Increased freeboard standards are also recommended for critical facilities such as power stations, water treatment plants, hospitals, evacuation sites, and fire stations. The minimum freeboard for these sites is 2 feet. Again, some communities require 3 feet of freeboard, greatly reducing the risk to critical facilities. Floodplain ordinances help communities build safely within special flood hazard areas and ensures that residents and businesses can buy flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program. Increased safety standards make communities even safer. Your job as a floodplain administrator helps to protect people and their property from flood damage and help maintain and restore the natural and beneficial functions of the floodplain.